How's it going, guys? It's Storm back with another Garden Warfare 2 video. Today we are going to be looking at some of the most underrated characters in the game. But before we get started, I want to thank you guys so much for getting to 100 subs. It means a lot to me. But let's waste no time and get into the video. Starting off our list at number 5, it's going to be Rugby Star. Now, Rugby Star is a character that I don't see a lot of people playing, and I kind of disagree with that, because I actually really love Rugby Star. Now, the first thing that people are going to say about this character on why they don't play him is his overheat sucks. Which, I will be dead honest, it does. But there is an easy way to manage it, which is 1, the overheat upgrades, and 2, when you're shooting. So you'll be zoomed in, right? And then you'll just basically hold it, give it a small break before All-Star pulls his weapon down, and then repeat, keep shooting. But aside from overheating and how it sucks for him, his weapon damage is great. I love it. He's good from all ranges. I mean, I love him up close. You can also sit back and, like in Great White North and Turf Takeover, you can just sit back and pick people off with splash. I mean, his splash is good too. And besides all that stuff, he's an all-star. So he's got imp punt, sprint tackle, future dummy, or dummies, or whatever you want to use. But overall, I think this character is heavily slept on and should be played more. At the number 4 spot, we're going to go with Archaeologist. Now, Archaeologist is the jack of all trades for a scientist. He's got decent close range and decent long range with decent damage and reload and ammo, which is, and I think it's awesome, but a lot of people don't, because a lot of people, when they play scientists, they either play at a distance or super close. Because a lot of scientist players are going to play computer, zoologist, chemist. Those guys are close range, right? Yeah, but if you, say for example, you go up to a chomper with one of those characters, you're probably going to lose a close range match. But with this guy, you can keep your distance and still do pretty good. Because you're decent at long range too. You hit, like, I'd say 18 damage from mid and 11 from long, I'd say, somewhere around there, which is awesome because that's not forcing you to go close range. But say for example, you're going up against a Cactus, you can warp up and go close range, because your close range is also good enough to do that too. You hit like 34 damage with good fire rate, which is awesome because say for example you want to do, I don't know, close range for your scientist. Say for example, but if you run into a chomper, you can always just back off and shoot from far. So that's why that character goes at number 4. Taking our number 3 spot, we're going to have the Plumber. Now, this is a character that I see literally no one playing, except me. Which is honestly kind of sad, because I don't think anyone actually realizes like how good this character actually is. I mean, I would consider him a hidden gem, to be honest. The thing that makes this character so good is he hits 25 damage for splash. I know that doesn't seem like a whole lot, but put it into consideration. You have a Sunflower walking by, right? You shoot the ground twice, hit her with 25 splash damage 2 times. She gets away. Someone kills her right after. You get a shared for that. Now, that's just crazy. I mean, same thing goes for a Rose, too. I mean, like, Roses have tiny hitboxes, which just makes them so annoying to hit. I mean, like, 25 damage is just awesome for splash. His splash damage area is good, too. His direct damage is actually 36, which is good, but even then, like, if you're playing this character, like, sometimes you'll just intentionally hit the ground, which is really fun and good, because, I mean, you don't even need to hit the person to kill him. You can kill him with splash. Like, I guarantee at least maybe 60% of the kills I get with this guy are actually with splash. I mean, plus he's an engineer, a good counter to a chomper too. You got sonic grenade, bolt blaster, and jackhammer, all that stuff. I mean, that splash coupled with the jackhammer, it's basically a free win, because you're probably going to miss all your shots on the jackhammer moving around, most likely, but you're still going to splash them for 25. The fire rate is good enough to kill them fast enough. So overall, I think this character actually is a hidden gem. Highly recommend you try this character out, and that's why he's taking the number 3 spot. At our number 2 spot, we have Sunfaro. Now, I know a lot of the community does love Sunfaro and knows that she's underrated, but I still feel like a good amount does not actually know how good this character is. If you don't know, Sunfaro is a burst character. She hits really good damage, good fire rate, and overall good character. But I'm very sure that most of the community, almost all the community, has heard of how good Super Commando is. And Super Commando is also a burst character with like 22 damage to the head. Now, don't get me wrong, Sunfaro hits like 15 in the head, 16, 17 up close. And Super Commando hits 22. But Super Commando, he has to reload. And his reload is short, which is good. But Sunfaro doesn't have to reload. She's like, if right now, look at the fire rate going on. Like, that's about double the speed of Super Commando. So basically, if you put it together, Sunfaro is just a Super Commando with sunflower abilities, with faster fire rate and a little less damage, which I still think is just busted, because one, sunflowers have heal flowers that they can just heal themselves with and sit there. So that's why that character is taking the number 2 spot. Finally, at our number 1 spot, it's going to go to regular Cactus. Now, a lot of people are going to be saying, regular Cactus, what do you mean? Well, I just have to say regular Cactus is busted AF. I mean, first I'd say you'd probably have to master this character to make her busted, but she's still really good even without damage upgrade. But with damage upgrade, she hits 27 to the body, which is insane for her fire rate. She hits 33 in the head, which is just insane. I mean, that's basically all there is to it. I don't see nearly as much people play this character as I should. I mean, yeah, just simple as that. Just a busted character that I see no one play. That's it. Well, that's going to do it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Stick around for more worst ways to die, and me probably getting super mad about all of them. Also, I'd like to apologize about the slow upload schedule recently. I promise I'm going to try and pick that up. But other than that, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.